Do you want to become an actor in 2023? Or are you already an actor right now and just want to learn more? How on earth do I navigate in this business? Do you want to learn what it takes to even get onto a set? Do you really have to move to Los Angeles or New York in the entire future of your acting career? Is that on the table? Do I have to go there right now? I'm about to give you guys the full scoop right now. Before I do, guys, I'm Al with Storm Dagger Films. I'm an actor, writer, director, editor, every dang good thing, y'all. Y'all to the film and entertainment space like I am, maybe an actor, YouTuber, musician, or just like some good old movie and TV content. This is a channel for you, so my get this channel, like and subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss a single thing when I be doing this channel. And with that said, y'all, thank you to all my loyal subscribers who are rocking with me. You guys are awesome. And also, guys, I'm making my very first animated feature film called Project Stellar, and that's something you guys like support. Link below in the description to the GoFundMe if you guys want to go donate to it. And I do have merchandise also available for it. This is, guys, honestly, this is my lifetime film, so it's gonna be a long time before I get this thing up and running. I feel like every director should have a film that they should be constantly working on, like have a lifetime film, you know, because you should be working towards something, and it's so easy to get lost in the sauce as an actor and director. And I just feel like you gotta have something in this business that just, you know, really drives you even farther. And I love storytelling, and boy, what a story Project Stellar is going to be. More details on Project Stellar soon. Here is also a video if you want to learn a little bit more about it. But anyway, guys, let's get on to the video. So you want to be an actor and you're curious, how on earth do I even navigate in this business? Where do I start if you're a beginner? I'm about to tell you guys all that. So let's talk about people who never acted before and who want to get into acting. What do you do? Well, first off, I'm going to tell y'all what not to do. No, guys, you do not have to move to Los Angeles or New York. I made that clear. In fact, I need to make that super clear. I got to say it one more time, just in case you didn't hear me. Do not move to Los Angeles, California, or do not move to New York. Those two places, do not move to them. If you are a beginner, don't move to them. Never acted a day in your life, do not move over there. Alright, got that off my chest. So, hope you guys heard that. Take that, hold that, like staple that to the wall. I don't care if you got a lot of experience, staple what I said to the wall, because I'm trying to save you a lot of money and I'm trying to save you from going homeless. You do not want to be a homeless broke actor. I can't allow it on my watch. But anyway, well, I scratched that. I can't control what you guys do, but I highly recommend that you don't risk it all and go to those two places and try to go off of a hope that I can make it. I mean, don't get me wrong, having hope is great, but don't just be silly about it. Alright, so now I got that off my chest, guys. So here's what you really need to do. You never acted a day before in your life. First thing you need to do, you gotta get some experience. Now, how do I get experience and I don't have no connections? I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. That's alright, guys. We have the internet for a reason. I'm going to tell you guys exactly where to go, and where you need to go is Backstage. Now, I'm not sponsored by this company nor any of the other companies I'm about to mention, but Backstage is a basically you pay some money. It's a subscription, so you know you're going to have to pay every month, but basically you get full access to all different types of acting gigs. Short films, they got feature films, also modeling is on there, voiceover, so many different opportunities on that website. And other ones like it, you know, you got all casting, you got Mandy, you got what's the other one, Actors Access. I never used that one, but that's a very popular one I heard. So you know, you got a lot of options when it comes down to casting and getting on your first set. And understand, guys, a lot of these websites that I just mentioned, understand that they're not going to be like big budget stuff, you know. Understand, you know, like you're not going to make crazy money like Keanu Reeves or who else, any like person in the Avengers. You know, you're not going to be pulling Scarlett Johansson money, you know. Yeah, you're not going to be pulling those type of money yet. You know, it's going to take you a long time before you get to that level. So Backstage is where you want to go. And also on top of that, there are big budget stuff that do get on those platforms. All casting, yeah, especially a lot of big budget stuff. More so for reality TV, but for Backstage feature films, they have some big budget feature films on Backstage that be coming. No, they don't be hitting all the time, but when they drop, man, hey, apply for those. Especially as you can commute there and you said, hey, like, I'm gonna tell y'all what to say to productions when you do start like applying and stuff. When you apply to productions and say, hey, you know, listen, I know this gig is in another state, but I am willing to travel there, you know, to be on this set. Is that an option for me? Or do you guys feel more comfortable flying me out? And I know the budget is this, but you guys want me to just be there, and you guys say, hey, like, you guys are not gonna fly me out, but hey, I'm willing to take a pay cut in terms of how much it takes to get me there and get me back home. Is that an option? That's how much I would like to be a part of your project. If you were an actor like that, you're gonna go pretty far. You know, you gotta learn how to really work in this business, because, you know, like, you have opportunity there, but you gotta know how to get it. So really take the time and learn. So when you're on Backstage, looking off for these gigs, actually before you even start looking for a gig, you need to focus on your profile. And with your profile, the first thing you need to do, have some good quality pictures. They don't have to be professional based, but eventually when you get there, get some professional stuff taken. Or if you're like me, you already know how to take pretty decent pictures. You know how to work the lights. Yeah, you can do it from home yourself. Go right ahead. Save yourself some money, but get some good quality pictures. They can be from your phone. You know, get some good poses. Even look up, just Google one day, look up good poses that actors take, and try to replicate some of those. You know, be very intriguing. And also another thing, big thing, have some type of reels, acting reels, voice reels. And basically what reels are, those are basically just you doing a video, whether it be a monologue, you know, from a commercial, a script from a movie, you know, and you're basically just, you're putting your own spin on it. You know, you're showing off your acting skills by acting, and you're putting your best foot forward. Or you can just freestyle it. You know, you're basically showing the director and the cast members, I mean, not cast members, but, you know, like the casting crew that, hey, this is my skill, this is what I can do. And even if you haven't been on a set yet, you gotta have some type of reels on there. You know, you gotta show something, show your talent some type of way. And then after, like, let's say you get your first gig ever on your first set, get that footage once that film is wrapped up, so that way you can put it up on your profile, so you can say, oh wow, this dude been on a set and everything, I want to work with this guy. You know, the more you do, basically, guys, think of acting, the more sets you do and the more projects you do, that's your resume building up. So yeah, keep that in mind. It's all about building your resume. And also another thing, if you're trying to be like if you're trying to look legit, make sure you're doing gigs that have IMDb credit. You know, don't make that your primary focus, but try to find a lot of gigs that have IMDb credit, because that's what really matters as an actor. They say, oh man, what's your IMDb profile? You know, how many credits you got? If you like, you can have 10 gigs you done, but if they don't have IMDb credit, you haven't really done really much, you know, official. Like, I don't want to say official, but it's crazy in the acting world. You know, like you're looked at as official by the amount of IMDb credits you have. Like, real talk, guys. That's kind of how it goes. So get an IMDb profile as well, and they do have gigs on there as well. So, you know, that's pretty cool as well. So get on IMDb as well. Link to that in the description. You guys can sign up for there. It is a monthly subscription, so keep that in mind. So, also another thing, guys, when you're getting into acting, now that you got a proper understanding of what on earth should you even go to in terms of websites, what should I do with my profile, you got a decent understanding. Now I got to move on to how on earth do I navigate different acting gigs from like all around my city or all around just Los Angeles. What should I do? There's so many. You're probably on this website searching and scrolling like, wow, look at this, look at that. Oh man, but it's so far away. Oh, I can't get that one. Remember what I was saying before? look for ways how you can get the production studio to help you. And also, don't be afraid to just fly over to the set. You know, like guys, you gotta build your resume. So yeah, you know, if you can fly over to that set and get on these production sets and start acting, that's what you want to do, because you got to work your way up in this business. It's not going to be a sprint. It's not going to be something that's going to happen overnight. There are people who, you know, blow up overnight in this business, who just happen to be at the right place at the right time, know the right people, and get up there, you know. But at the end of the day, this stuff takes time, and you guys really do need to understand that. You know, it can be frustrating. You may want to give up because you haven't been getting any acting gigs for a long time. You know, you may be starting off swinging pretty good, but then after that first couple years or a few months, you like, dang man, I ain't been hitting nothing lately, or it's so rare. Hey, it's all a part of the game, but you got to keep on going. Remember that, guys. Also, another thing, when should you start acting? Now, preferably the younger the better, but if you're coming in this business very young, like children and stuff like that, have a parent with you on set. And also, don't be in a rush trying to blow up. Live a normal life, get through school, and then when you're over 18 and you know you're at the point where you gain so much experience and you're like, you know what, I can probably make it big time. I got lots of credits I wrapped up over the years. Let me try to go for an agency to try to really get me out there and just go from there. That's how you should do it as a young child trying to get into acting, because you know it's a lot to this business. It's a lot of pressure to put on children, and hey, you're gonna be pulling some long hours, so you know you gotta really ask yourself, this is something I really want to do? Because you may be shooting 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours straight, you know, you don't know, and then do it all over again the next day. So you know, it is a tough business, especially when you start working. It ain't no joke, guys. When you're working a job and you're trying to act, it is tough to do both. But yeah, if you can find acting gigs that work with your schedule and, you know, very good in terms of just shooting time. They're not going to shoot for like an entire month, although that is possible. And if the money is gig, hey, I can sacrifice a job to go do a acting gig that's going to pay thousands and thousands of dollars. So keep that on the table as well. So, but if you're young getting into this, have your parents with you, because there are scammers and, you know, just not so good people in this business. So, and just take your time. Like I said, live a normal life for a while, grow up, go through childhood and stuff. You know, it's just so much to this business. And for me, even me being a director, like if I ever had children, if I ever had a daughter or a son or both, I would just work with them personally and make films with them, so they can get used to knowing what it'll be like being on a set, what it'll be like to just be in front of a camera, what it'll be like to read a script and getting used to getting in the character. That's what I'll be doing with my son or daughter. And if you're a parent out there, you basically just want to work with them constantly on scripts and stuff. So once they get through that homework, you got to put them on game for acting now. Like, nah, you got acting homework now. You got to get into character. You got to practice. And so that way when you get on that next set, you can add something else to your resume and you see yourself getting better and better over time. And it's going to take time. Now, let's talk about the young people my age who recently started acting or have no clue about acting at all. So if you're in your early 20s like me, I'm 23 right now, but I started acting about 2 years ago when I was like 21. Yeah, I was about scratch that. I was 20 actually. Yeah, I think I was 20 or 21. You know, when I first started to act. And I'll tell you guys, when I first heard of Backstage and online and all that stuff, I can just get gigs from online. That's what intrigued me. I had no experience. That's what you guys got to do. But also, don't go all in and just quit your job, you know, because this stuff does take time. Keep your job, work it, and act on the side. Rack up enough gigs, IMDb credits. It's going to take you longer versus somebody who started when they were 10 years old, because by the time you're like they're your age, they're probably already on big budget stuff right now. So just keep that in mind. So yeah, if you're like in your early 20s or 18, you're just getting started, just know it's going to take you a bit more longer to pop off than somebody who started when they was really young. So yeah, when you're probably like, I would say mid to late 20s, maybe even 30s, probably that's probably when you're probably going to start to pop off a lot more and be on bigger budget stuff. But everybody's pacing is different, everybody's experience is different, everybody's talent level is different. But most importantly, do you have the will to keep going is what all that matters. And also another thing, I gotta talk about agencies, guys. Agencies, be careful, guys. Like, understand, like, I'm not trying to throw shade at agencies, because I got one myself. Not an acting agency, a different agency, because I do live streaming as well. But y'all gotta keep in mind, guys, like, some of your best friends in this business will always be actors, other directors, and anybody from your cast and crew. Those are some of your best friends, because when they want to go make a film, or when they're on a set and the director needs more talent, those people can save the day and get you on that set. Or you did a really good job with a director, although you didn't have a major big role. That director was like, you know what, that person showed up, they put in hard work and dedication, I got a role just for them. And they'll hit you up a month later and be like, yo man, I got a role suited for you, let's go make this. That's how it worked, so always remember, guys, directors, other actors, and the people on set are always your best friend, because you may want to go direct. You may do like I did and started acting and then transition to a directing route. So if you're like me, like, having those connections from the people that you already work with, like, bro, like, those are like some of your best friends. Like, hold those guys close, have a good relationship with them, because agencies, I'm not trying to dish them, they can definitely take you far, but understand, guys, it's a business. Like, agencies, like, bro, they not your friends. Like, I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all, don't get me wrong. There are some good ones out there, you're gonna build some very, very good connections, but they not your friends, guys. Like, they trying to make money, they dealing with a lot of other people. You're not the most special. You the one who's got to be working hard consistently to even get yourself out there. Now, agency can help you with that, but understand, guys, they're not your best friends like that. They can be, depending on who you meet. I'm not saying you can't meet some good people. I know some good people out there, but agencies and also coaches, talent coaches who want to coach you and stuff and perfect your acting skills. Like I said, guys, this is a business, because they know some people. They just gotta make one phone call and get you onto the set right then and there. But they're not your true friends like that either, because you gotta remember, guys, it's all about money. It's a business. Now, I'm not saying, like I said before, you can't build a good connection with them and stuff, and really grow with that person and have a very good coach by your side. But at the end of the day, your parents should be the biggest coach by your side. I'm just keeping 100. Somebody that you know and live with, that you can practice with from home. Because you got, like, guys, it take money to get a good acting coach. It take money for that stuff to get into a good agency. I mean, well, actually, don't scratch. Like you don't need money for an agent, but you still gotta pay, because you gotta get coaching, you gotta get the training. That's what you gotta pay for in an agency. Or you can just go to just a coaching, coaching facility. Acting coaches, acting coaches only, where they just only train you. And then if an agent stop by, then you have the audition to audition for that agent, and you can get picked up that way. I did something like that in the past, although I didn't get picked up yet, but I had a blast doing what I doing what I needed to do back in Florida, back when I got some training. And yeah, agents and stuff will come through and all that good stuff. So yeah, just surrounding yourself in a good environment with great people. But really, guys, all you need is on the internet. Backstage, that's, you got everything right there. You don't have to be going to X, Y, and Z, all these different coaches and stuff. Like, really, you work with yourself. That's really all it comes down to, you know. But and also, guys, another thing I do want to mention when it comes down to coaching, another awesome opportunity that I've done before in the past is I think it's called Acting in Voice Studios. I'll show a picture and try to link it below. They have online classes. So let's say if you don't have any acting classes around you in the area, and you guys can take them online. They are a bit more expensive, but hey man, it's worth it. You can get a free, well, not free, but you can get like a pretty decent sized training class, maybe a few days, few weeks, and you're learning from like people that are actually in the industry. They may be big time directors, everything, agents, everything is on his website. So check them out because that can also take you far as well. And another thing I do want to mention, this is more so for my young adults like me, and also older too as well. But you see, I'm one of those people, I like to just I like being remote, you know. I like to do things very remotely. So I'm not trying to live in Los Angeles or California or nothing like that, even as I was making it big time. And on top of that, I do want to, I truly want to travel, and I just want to live somewhere else different. Like, I'm actually making a way in the future. I plan on moving to possibly South Africa, or I'm also considering the Philippines, and I am considering Brazil. Those are like my top 3 places I do want to move out and live to. And that's mainly because, you know, like, I just want to try something different in my life. I'm looking at the cost of living, and I just want to pay cash for everything I want to get. And I want to buy a house one day. And I know in other countries, well, minus the Philippines, I think I have to rent out there for the most part. But other countries, man, you can buy a house so cheap out there and rent so cheap. Like, and I'm just looking at all these other countries. I'm like, man, you know, if I'm making good money online one day full time, I can just fly back and forth to wherever I need to go ahead and do an acting gig. You know, as long as I got that passport, I'm good. And on top of that, you know, let's say if I do go to South Africa, this is for all the people who want to maybe be a digital nomad like me, but still act. So you want to be a digital nomad like myself, definitely take what I got to say, because it could help you. So when you do travel around and you want to go live in another country, like, guys, understand, acting is worldwide. You don't have to just do this in the United States. I hope y'all know that, right? Because like, acting is pretty big out there in the UK. It's actually pretty decent size and pretty popular in South Africa. And South Africa is very cheap when you're bringing the US dollar over and you're making good money online. So the fact that I can live cheap over there and be somewhere beautiful, just as beautiful as Los Angeles or Miami, like, bro, that is a win-win. Like, why on earth should I, you know, stay here in the US? I'm not trying to dish the US, like, can't talk there. I'm not trying to dish the US, but it's just like, I'm trying to save money at the end of the day. And I just want to do something different. And also on top of that, you know, I just want more peace, you know. America, man, you gotta hustle so hard just to get anything. I'm not complaining, but it's just like, man, going somewhere where, yeah, you know, I'm still gonna be working hard, but I just want to have more money in my pocket so I can stack up and I can go do something for real, because I want a house one day. You know, I want to get to a certain level one day where I can do more. And I'm looking at America, I'm just like, bro, man, this economy gets so expensive, like crazy how things is just increasing like that. And I don't see it getting better. So, you know, I just see myself moving and being a digital nomad and actor. So for those people who want to do that, understand, guys, you got places like South Africa, UK, acting gigs are worldwide. Australia, that's another big one. Just do your research on other countries. But yeah, you know, guys, you don't have to just act here in America. You know, you can still have a life, do other things, and do acting on the side until you make it. Even when you do make it, you can still be in the middle with it, you know. But that's just me, guys. That's the way I want to do my acting and also directing as well. I want to be very remote and just kind of just, if I want to go somewhere, I want to move somewhere and still have my purpose in life with going wherever I want to go with. You know, like I still want to be able to just, if I want to up and leave and move somewhere, I just want to do something that's just not going to affect my acting career, you know, because you guys gotta think about it. You know, a lot of things that you guys do, you know, a lot of us work a job. You may really love that job, whatever passion you're going for. You know, it may be tough for some of you guys to just move to Los Angeles or move to Cali, or just move to New York for anything, especially acting. So I definitely recommend you guys have other passions, other things that you love, because having multiple streams of income, that's how you really win out here. Now, I'm not no financial advisor, but that's how we gotta do it out here in the new age, because I mean, acting, that's another thing, guys. Acting don't really pay as much. Like a lot of gigs, like you mainly gotta build that resume, and then once you build that resume, then you pretty much, you just gotta keep on going until you make it. And then if you want to get signed by agency and get on bigger stuff, and also another thing, SAG, that's a big thing. That's a whole nother video for itself. But SAG is when you're like official. You know, that's when you're like, that's when, see, when you get signed up for SAG, basically you're a part of, you know, like the union of the SAG community. You know, so that's where all the major stars are. You know, that's where, yeah, all the official, really official actors are at. And you know, like, even then you still gotta hustle, because these guys ain't working year round. Just because you SAG don't mean you made it. I mean, you made it to a very high level in acting, but you still got a long way to go till you get to that top 10, top 5%. So it's a long haul, guys. And you know, and the reason I said what I said about traveling is because I want you guys to still have a life, because acting is such a long journey. And it's a stressful journey. I want you guys to have a life. So don't think that you just have to be stuck in Los Angeles, California, New York, or stay near it. And you're like, oh, other opportunities coming up, I like this too. Do those opportunities. If you need more money, go ahead and do that, because acting ain't going nowhere. You know, you can do this for the rest of your life. You can do this at any time. You know, you have time, but it's a slow career. Just keep that in mind, guys. But I ain't mean to ramble on this long, guys. This is really all I gotta say. Have any questions, drop them below. But it's your boy Al with Storm Dagger Films. Like and subscribe, share. I'll be seeing y'all next video. Y'all take it easy. Have a blessed one. All right, y'all. I have a question for you. Everybody out here who's watching this video right now, are you a YouTuber? And are you curious about how on earth can I make really good thumbnails like this? And I'm about to tell you guys how you do it. And basically, it doesn't involve any type of Adobe software, long, extensive times of editing just to make a really good thumbnail. I have a very fast and efficient way that I use to make all my thumbnails. And if you guys would like to learn more about it, please email me, stormdaggerfilms@yahoo.com. Again, that's stormdaggerfilms@yahoo.com to learn more and to set up a video call. That way I can walk you through the entire process. It is a small fee. But yeah, I just want to help everybody, all the YouTubers out there who are curious, like, man, how on earth can I make a really good thumbnail? And you know, I don't have to spend a crap ton of time just trying to edit the whole thing. So if you want to learn something like that and be more faster and efficient, definitely reach out to me. But it's Al from Storm Dagger Films. Like and subscribe, share, and I hope to hear from you soon. Y'all have a blessed one.